Hello, everyone, and welcome to Graded Point Live. That did not show up, guys. You failed.
Oh,
I was able to hold back the laugh that was gonna. I was good, Carol.
Yeah, you tried to sabotage and you failed miserably. So anyway, tonight I have with me some folks, some people. Everybody knows Piper. She's here every week, every day. That's fine. That's whatever. Turbo, he's here. He just got done getting gains. He wanted to show up. And I got a friend.
technically, I was jumping rope. But,
Okay.
Whatever.
You can get gains from jumping rope. You just got to do it a lot.
Yeah,
Gotta get that cardio in.
brother.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a friend, Shim. He wanted to come in just because we were going to talk about this because he's got some opinions. And apparently his commission is closed. So
Yeah, commissions are closed. Don't at me.
don't add him. Yeah. I don't even know. What is your ad? I forget. I know it's you. I know your ad.
I forgot Mr. Nut.
Well, on like Twitter,
Yeah.
At Mr. Nut.
it's Mr. Nut.
It's the nut. Okay.
MISTA. Is it two T's?
I think it's two T's. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Don't at me either way. Don't.
Yeah, none of this matters. Yeah.
Don't at me. Don't ever at me.
Follow Shamil before he gets suspended for calling Deary McKesson a faggot.
Hey, don't use that kind of words on these streams. I don't
Oh.
get kicked off.
Oh.
Please don't let me get kicked off of YouTube.
That was a little awkward.
There was like, Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got this is something that's been like I've been kind of wanting to talk about for a while, but I've been kind of holding back because there's been a whole lot of shit that's been coming out about it. That's basically what's been going on with Mr. Vic Mignogna. And just so here's the reason why. One of the big reasons why having Shim on is because this is an unbiased opinion. He does not like Vic, and it's not for anything being creepy or anything. He just doesn't like him as a voice actor.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
So he's not like a Risen Bull Ranger or any some of that bullshit. He's
Crucible Ranger.
yeah, that's his fan club, dude.
Wait. What the fuck is this fan club called?
The Risen Bull Rangers.
It's a Full Metal Alchemist reference, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Okay, sorry, that caught me off
That was a big like what?
guard. Holy shit! I did not know about that stupid shit.
So essentially, what started, and like I said, I don't have all those screenshots, but trust me, they're available. I'm gonna at some point make a standalone video about all this stuff because, damn, that's all I can say.
Which I think you're gonna have me edit. But
Yeah, I'm gonna have you edit so it actually looks good and not like shit like I usually do it.
I thought you had Ace usually do it, but whatever.
No. The videos I post on there have been done by me, and you can tell.
Oh.
They're terrible.
Okay.
But yeah, well, no. If you're talking about the earlier videos, those were done by either Ace or Doc. But lately, it's just been me. So
Okay.
yeah. Anyway, so to give a kind of a brief overview, Vic Mignogna got accused right the day after Dragon Ball Super Broly got was debuted here in the U.S. He started getting he got accused by this person who called him he accused him of sexual assault, of being a pedophile, and there was one other thing in that they he was accused of 3 different things.
Didn't they call him a child groomer or something like that?
Yeah, and a groomer. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was accused of all 3 of those things, and apparently none of the other things stuck. So they just went with sexual assault person.
Mm-hmm. Person.
Sexual assault person.
What else do you call him? A sexual assaulter or assault?
A chomo.
Kitty Diddler is good.
I think that's not politically correct anymore, though. I think it's like person of sexual assault or something.
Person of sexual. Gosh.
Penetration man.
Mr. Molester.
And what? Just from if you look at it from a outside point of view, and you look at all the quote information and stuff that has been presented, all I could come up with is like, okay, the guy hugs people. People might find that creepy, and he might be a dick to Constaff. that's
Like, I'll put it this way: if this were like 10 years ago, nobody would give a fuck about this.
Yeah.
No one.
I like that. Uncle, how about that? Yeah, that's a good name for it. Uncle Touchy. This is somebody.
That one creepy uncle at the family
Reggie
reunion.
seems to describe better what I think he might actually be doing, which is just be a little bit too huggy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, and some, like I said, I could give it.
Some people are okay with it. Some people might be like, "Whoa, dude."
And like, I looked over a bunch of videos of like, people have provided here and there. Most of the time, when he hugs somebody, he either asks first or the person asks for one. So I never.
He's still not even.
Yeah.
You're saying it's consensual hugging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's assault hugging. It's rape. And how dare you honestly say these women were
Richard Dawson is a rapist. Holy shit.
Yeah,
See, I think it's ridiculous because I think all it took was him getting attention from the release of that and one person deciding they wanted in on that attention. Don't know if they have a legit claim, but I do know that it wasn't until then that tons of people decided that those hugs were suddenly not cool.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, that was the Patient Zero tweet, the one I mentioned about all that stuff, going on. And then there was other people who jumped in. One particular person, they were saying like, yeah, I believe these people. I've got proof. They've yet to provide said proof. They have said that they were going to the police, yet no police reports have been forthcoming.
They said they were going to, and then they started saying that they did.
They said they did. Yeah, it's like, first they said, the original said, I hope that these women will go to the police, right? And then a week later said, like they have already gone to the police. We are now 2 weeks after that point, and we still have no indication of any police reports being filed in this regard. I do have a little. Oh yeah, let me give a shout out to. I got to give a shout out real quick because like these guys will cover a lot of shit, but nobody ever gives them credit for it. It's Yellow Flash's Discord. He's a YouTuber. On his Discord, he's got a room called "I Stand with Vic" /Kick Vic Discord discussion, and they have found a lot of the stuff that I'm kind of talking about tonight. So I figured I'd give them a shout out, so they wouldn't. They can't come after me.
If you want like 24-hour coverage of this shit, and you want to like hear about it all the fucking time, and you hate your life, you can also follow Super Saiyan Paul on YouTube. He's clearly. He says he's neutral. He's clearly like in the Vic camp.
Yeah.
But he reports it fairly neutral. But when you go into the comments, he's you can tell. But he's reporting with just the facts of what's happening, which is pretty.
Yeah, I was gonna say at least he's doing
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
So check him out. He's pretty good. There's also what was the other guy? It doesn't matter. There's a ton of them. You search, you'll find like a ton of these Dragon Ball tubers are all talking about it one way or the other. So.
And let's see. Look at some of the look at some of the comments here. All predators have an MO. R. Kelly, you'll want to wear a poncho before going to his room. It's pretty good. I like this one. Did you see that voice actor went full on Super Saiyan on Twitter?
Holy shit.
I think
he's talking about Sean. Yeah, he's talking about Sean Schemmel, and he did go full retard. It was great. Not
only did he do that, he bought bait really, 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 really hard.
It's because he's like he's got really low. I don't know if it's like low self-esteem or whatever, but he's like he freaks the fuck out whenever anyone like threatens his position.
Yeah.
If anyone like even brings up other Goku voice actors, he gets visibly irritated.
Yeah, they didn't.
I don't know know what the hell his problem is. He's just like he's crazy, man.
It's funny you mentioned
that guy's always had issues.
Because I heard you mentioned that earlier in our Discord.
And
then
there's like something about him blocking. I don't know all the details about it, but there was something about him like getting Peter Kalamis, I think it was, blocked from numerous cons just because he didn't want another Goku voice actor to be there. It's fucking crazy.
And it's funny you mentioned that because about the same time you said that in the Yellow Flash Discord, they were saying the same thing.
They were talking about how much of an idiot he is.
Yeah, pretty much. And
I'm not in there, so that's
Dude,
funny.
what a fucking insecure man child.
Yeah, he's a baby, dude. And he looks like an electrocuted fuck too. Like that's great.
And there's also
Looks like
it's
an
funny.
asshole.
They got there's video of him making fun of Vic like years ago, like 8 years ago. He was doing this whole.
Yeah.
You know, he was making fun of Vic. He was saying that like he was like doing the Vic voice, and I like little boys, and I like to watch little boys, and and it really helps when I got to go watch the little boys before I do them. Talking about like acting as them, saying before I do them. Being very innuendo about it and stuff like that.
It was clearly supposed to be like a double entendre.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I like to do. I like to do them.
Apparently, Vic Mignogna has like 1,000 enemies within the.
Oh no, they all fucking hate him.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Like everyone in Funimation hates him.
Yeah, it's funny they loved him until this came along.
No, they never loved him.
Publicly, they loved him.
Yeah, they pretended to. Yeah.
And then as soon as they had an out, they're like, oh yeah.
You want me to just get into my meme and then we'll.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So basically, what this all comes down to, and this is sort of what I've been talking about on Twitter. I have like 2 threads about this. Mm-hmm. Is that they've painted themselves into a corner. Mm-hmm. First, I'll go with like what's known, what's a fact, and then I'll go into like what my theory for all this is going to end up being. Yeah. So, the facts are that there have been a lot of accusations against him based on him being too touchy, too huggy. Assault, hugs, rape, and all that crap. And then there was also the pedophilia, the grooming, all that crazy shit. Mm-hmm. So all these accusations come in, like you said. It was one that came in like right after Broly came out. Mm-hmm. And when that happens, that's when everyone starts piling on him. All of his colleagues in the industry turn on him, and that's like fine. It's whatever. Me personally, like Optimus said, it's like I don't even fucking like Vic Mignogna. In fact, I've been hearing about all of this kind of shit for literally years from numerous people. When they talk about like con whisper networks, that shit's real. Mm-hmm. These people in these cons talk to each other and they talk about all this stuff. But when I ask about it, and this has been a constant, when I ask about, okay, well, what's the proof? What are you doing to stop it? Haven't you reported him? What are you guys doing? Like, and the answer is always like, oh, well, we reported, but nothing, this, that. And it's like, oh, well, everyone knows. Everyone knows. That has always been the talking point. Everyone knows, but for some reason, no one does anything. Right. Everyone knows. Everyone always knows. That's always been the talking point. That's what they've been using now. They're like, oh, we've known about what Vic's done for years, and we just never said anything. And it's like, what are you, stupid? Why would you admit that? Right. Why would you admit that you know everything?
That's like Ron Perlman saying he pissed on his hand.
Yeah,
shake Harvey Weinstein's hand.
Yeah, he knew Weinstein was a creep, but that's what he decided to do about it.
Yeah.
So, but why that's a big problem though for Funimation in specific, and also most of these cons in general, is that if they knew this, that makes them culpable. That makes them part of the problem. That means that they've been enabling this behavior, and that's assuming it's true. There's 2 possible outcomes here, and there's 2 categories of outcomes. There's Vic is innocent and Vic is guilty. In Funimation's case, the nightmare scenario is that he is guilty. This is the nightmare scenario. This will ruin their company. This will ruin their standing. They will never fucking recover from this. But they can't back out now because what they wanted was for, I'm guessing, what they wanted was for all these allegations to come out, they back them, they get him kicked, and then they can just kind of ignore it and let it, fade away. Yeah. And it's like, oh, he's gone now. He won't put up a fight. He'll surrender. He'll back off, and everyone will just fall in line. And that's not happening, so they're in like fucking panic mode.
Right.
That's what I'm guessing is the case. In the case that he's innocent, the worst that's going to happen is they have to fire a few problem people in their staff, who are the most prolific in promulgating the issue, and then they have to, issue an apology, and they don't even really have to take him back either. Yeah. So that's if he's innocent. Innocent is the best case scenario for them, and I don't know if they even realize this, but guilty is the nightmare scenario. If he's guilty, they're fucked forever. These cons are all fucked too, because it's going to be like, you guys let all these voice actors do all this crazy shit at these cons, and
know about it.
and know about it and don't do anything about it. And it's like, you've known this for what is it, like 15 years or something? They say it's 15 years of crazy shit happening. It's like, listen, you can't fucking come in here and tell me that. Exactly. Don't expect me to like be like, oh, laser focus on the bad guy. You're all the bad guys.
It's like for one example, like I think it was what is his name, Neil Kaplan, right? He comes out and says that there was a time, they were at a con, him and Vic were at a con. He said Vic was late and of course, very unprofessional. I mean, he's really embellishing this thing, right? It's like very unprofessional. He showed up late. He's like, and then he came on stage and he jumped on my shoulders and he proceeded to grind his junk into my neck, right?
Yeah.
I guess he didn't know that there's a thing called video recording.
Yeah, no, everyone's seen like the video. It's really funny because they whisper something to each other before he gets on him. Mm-hmm. He gets on him and then he like immediately grabs his legs and they have fun bopping around or the piggyback ride. And it's like, yeah, no, he's totally fucking like just raping the back of your neck, bro.
Yeah, and then he even made a joke about it being like at attention or whatever. He said something to that degree. And Vic kind of like did a little face like kind of thing, like
it was clearly like everyone was having fun.
Yeah.
So and Neil Kaplan's already in trouble for being a sex pest.
Yeah, there's some allegations against him.
Wow. So he should watch his shit, by the way.
You're saying that's all projection?
Yeah.
Yes, I am saying that because I'm going to get to the reason why they all fucking hate him. Mm-hmm. So again, this is all theory. I don't know.
Right.
But from what I can tell, Vic Mignogna is, obviously he's a Christ fag. Like, he's a Christian, right?
Yeah.
He's like super Christian. Love his Jesus. Don't you talk about my Jesus.
He went to Liberty University.
But but he's also like super cool with the homos, right?
Yeah.
With the homos.
Yeah, because he was because there's a well-known like confrontation he had with the Westboro Baptist
protesters.
Church. He went and confronted them outside of a con and just shot them down real hard.
And he also recorded an audio reading for a book that was just like gay romance novel. He read the whole thing, and it's like the official audio recording on Amazon or something. Yeah, which is really funny, by the way. But so there's the allegations, or I suppose the assertion that he is a homophobe. Mm-hmm. I think that a lot of this is more about that. I think a lot of this is more about that shit. Mm-hmm. Because most of the other people in Funimation, if not all of them, at this point, are like your typical like not like your normal liberal, but your retarded progressive liberal,
straight up social justice warrior.
Yeah, like a pack of them. Yeah, and it's like weird because they weren't always like this. I don't know where this is coming from. They're obviously going crazy post 2016. Everyone is. Mm-hmm. So I think a lot of this has to do with that. I don't think they ever liked him. There was always kind of like a difference in belief and ideology there. Mm-hmm. And he apparently is just completely oblivious to this because he's an idiot. So
that's kind of what I've gotten from his statements. It's kind of like I had no idea kind of thing. It's like,
he seems like just a complete moron, which is good for him in this case, I guess.
Yeah. It went away. It'll actually help him out because I have gotten on good authority that I don't know if you know the YouTuber Nick Rekieta. He's like the
no, I watched his crazy long 4-hour stream about this.
Well, apparently there's going to be an announcement tonight about Vic's lawsuit.
He should press charges and he should like take them for everything they've got.
I know I feel that he's definitely going after ANN, Anime News Network.
Because those guys definitely they're like the worst.
Because
because wasn't one of their editors just
he was recently like
he got me too. Yeah, he got me too.
Yeah,
and I actually don't believe it because the person who did it was crazy.
Yeah,
and obviously lying, but like it's just funny that he would be like,
but he got put
have that happen to him, and then turn around and say all this crazy stuff.
Yeah, because you look at the allegations, it's kind of like looking at that particular guy's allegations, like I don't believe that because, I mean, oh god, I hate to use the Kevin Spacey / Matt Myers defense, but the guy is gay. Right.
Yeah, a gay furry. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about that first suit. He might have that too, but
he ran the Myers Gambit.
He ran the Gambit.
Yeah, the Myers Gambit.
Yeah. But the thing is, he was like well known out of the closet gay, not like I just
it's not like
to defend.
Not just suddenly. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all, and this woman saying, that that he respected her. It's kind of like, I
The
don't know.
self-respect.
Yeah. I'm sorry,
anyway.
That's the funniest meme that's come out of all this stuff. It's like, I respected some women.
I regret to inform you that I am indeed a woman respecter. So I apologize, heartfelt apology.
Well, they put you in cuffs now. It's over with.
Caught me respecting those women. But yeah, it's what was the other thing? Okay, the Pensacola thing is crazy.
Yeah.
I think we'll get to that later because we got the Ethan tweet to talk about.
Yeah. Because I wanted to go over. We could go over like in relation to this, especially people have been accusing him. This one person.
There's just so much stuff. There's so much.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff attached to all this, right?
Yeah.
But the
one
biggest
of the funny things.
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, you go.
No, you. Okay. Being very polite here. The one thing that I picked up from this that was very interesting. So there's that Marshy chick. She's
Amanda
insane.
Marchi. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, Amanda. I think that's her name.
Yeah, Amanda Marchi.
I really don't know anything about these Funimation. I hate that company. I hate that company. Like everyone involved in it. I hate them all. So and this before this, I've always hated them.
Yeah.
But she was already on thin ice for doing all kinds of crazy stuff with the script for Dragon Maid, I guess it was.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch crap like that, so I don't know exactly what show it was. I think it was Dragon Maid.
They basically had one of the characters going like some like SJW rant,
like a radical feminist. Rant, which is funny.
I find that out of character for the character too.
Nothing to do with the original intent of the translation and all that stuff. Yeah,
at all.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it might come from just her seizing on the situation. And like I said, I think it's something that snowballed out of their control. Like they wanted to sort of be like, okay, yeah, oh man, I hope Vic gets heat for this so we can fucking fire him and shit. Like, I think that was like sort of the idea, but then she went crazy with it. They started saying some crazy shit, and now they have to back it because if they don't, they're screwed. If Vic wins this, if Vic wins any of this, their company's done for, dude. That's another thing. That's the nightmare situation if he's innocent, and if he's guilty, it's nightmare situation anyway.
Right.
Another thing that was really interesting that I was like, why would you even do this? It was that when he got fired from Rooster Teeth, all his management positions went to Monica Rial, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't know if that's true. That's what I heard. But they all went to Monica Rial like immediately. I was like, why would you do that, man? Yeah. Why would you paint a target on yourself like that? Mm-hmm. What were they thinking? Like that's immediately suspect. Like even if she's like the best one for the job, read the room, dude. Like you gotta think about what you're doing. It doesn't look good, and it's not doing them any favors. I think that what was the other thing that was absolutely crazy?
I can tell you, I wish I had the screenshot in front of me. It's funny you mentioned both Monica Rial and Amanda Marchi, because Amanda, some people have come out saying, she's kind of a creepy hugger too. They were saying, kind of. Yeah. And somebody.
There's allegations against all of these people.
Yeah. Now, see, that's the thing. They kind of opened Pandora's box a little bit, but
here
was the funny thing. Her reaction to that was, "I don't hug people. I have an autoimmune disease."
Wait, she has AIDS?
She just said I have an autoimmune disease. I don't know about AIDS. Now, that was easily disproven because
wait a minute.
Now, and here's the best part. This picture kind of told like 1,000 tales. I don't know who the two dudes were, but it was her, two dudes, and Monica Rial in a bed together. It was implied that Monica and Amanda were naked.
Why do we always find fucked up shit on this show? Like,
I wish I had the picture in front of me. I can't. I would pull it up, but it's like
I don't know. But I haven't seen that yet. That's really funny if that's true.
Yeah, it's like, and you can tell it's like a pose picture. They're just posing.
Yeah, like it's a joke. Yeah, clearly.
But. And I mean, obviously, they probably the girls probably had something on underneath the sheets and everything. Yeah. But the implication, okay, you're next to two, and one guy has his shirt off for Christ's sake. So.
so crazy, man.
Yeah, so
It's fucking crazy.
So so she got caught on that, and of course the Monica thing. I think Monica probably could have skated on this if she just came out and says, "Yeah, it happened to me too."
If she hadn't like, she probably shouldn't have said anything. If it didn't actually happen to her, obviously making a false allegation is a problem.
Yeah.
But if it did happen, she really should have been more specific about what it is.
Yeah, because all she said was like,
because of the climate and because of the people involved and how many false allegations have already been proven wrong.
Yeah.
In this one case. It's just gonna like get her shit because people want to know. We can't believe anyone. We can't go in good faith anymore. It's not possible, man. No. At this point, no matter how much you want to.
I see all the time to say you need to believe the victims. No,
I don't. Not anymore. We've lost that. We've lost that plot. It's gone, man. Yeah. We can't believe the victims anymore because there's so many fucking victims in mainstream cases like this one is that are just fucking lying. So it's like at this point we can't believe anyone who says anything. We can't believe it, and it's like it's not even like about being like, oh, I don't want to believe. I hate women. Blech, I'm a monster. I'm a misogynist. Blech. It's not even like that. It's like it's just a case of like, well, dude, it keeps happening. Time after time after time. No matter what, not only does it keep happening, and then we find out that the so-called victim is actually a psychopath. Right. Is doing all kinds of crazy shit. It's like, I don't want to back you. What are you the chances of you being crazy is way higher at this point.
Yeah, because
in fact, most of what this has been doing is making Vic Mignogna look good, which is insane. I actually have a much higher opinion of him now at this point than I ever had of him. And it's still not that high.
What's really funny about that, and like I said, your opinion is based solely off like performance, not like of course, we can say that about
he ruined the Macross dub for me. I couldn't even watch it. I was waiting. I was so excited to watch the Macross dub, and then he was the main character. I was like, no, please. Anyone else, please?
Damn.
It didn't pan out, man. It was torture.
So so the whole the one thing that got me is like when you have people who are on there and they're the whole Kick Vic crowd, right? You kind of got two crowds. You got this I stand with Vic. You got the Kick Vic. What crowd am I in? My crowd is I want to find out what the truth is. I don't care what you.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
I'm here to ask questions. That's my job.
I am press X to doubt crowd.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very skeptical. I'm very skeptical of the entire situation, and personally, I mean, like it'd be beneficial for me if he was guilty. And I have absolutely no reservations about saying. I heard that this was going down. I was like, oh, they're finally getting Vic Mignogna, huh? Thank God. Shit. Funimation's gonna go up in flames, and then it turns out it's nothing, and I'm actually really fucking annoyed. I'm like, oh, really? Seriously? Nothing? Oh, come on! I'm out of bed for this.
The good news is it still looks like Funimation's going up in flames.
Oh well, yeah, but it's going to take longer.
It's going to be like self-immolation takes longer than fully blowing up. So
just as a suicide bomb.
Speaking of bombs,
which is what I was hoping was going to happen.
Well, not really bombs. So let's talk about the swatting first. The quote.
Okay, this is really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's tell the story in order. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, to tell the story in order, I'll talk about the bomb threat, but I'm going to tell this first because I find this more interesting.
No, I mean tell the swatting story.
Yeah. So
it's just
this lady, Samantha Inoue Hart. I think that's how you pronounce it. She posted this. I don't know if it was today, but it was recently, like in the last couple of days at the very least. She goes, "Da fuck, house got swatted." And I like not just what the fuck, it was da fuck, like meme, da fuck, right? Somebody like you would say on a fucking like Xbox Live or some shit.
That's how you start a serious statement that you're going to cue someone in.
Yeah, and then she goes, da fuck, house got swatted. Thanks, Vic. Your fans are victim-blaming assholes. Spent most of the morning fixing my door frame and replacing the door. Police apologized and helped replace the door. I'm fine, pissed. It was at my rental house, not the one I live in daily. Now,
would the police really apologize and help replace the door?
No,
right?
They would apologize.
They wouldn't do that.
They would apologize if it was like a swatting, like it was something like that. They would not replace the door. That's on you.
They will never do that.
Insurance is for.
At the very least, they might give you, they might
They might give like a temp door or something.
Yeah. Like, put up some plywood or something. But that's about that's about it. That's about all you're going to get. And plus, honestly, I'm going to be honest with you, it doesn't take a lot to change the door. It takes like even if the frame is messed up, it takes like a couple hours to fix that shit.
Easy.
But I mean, I can do it. And I'm not even like that skilled. So,
yeah, I was going to say there's a quick fix for that door.
Yeah. So I got it on the screen here. This is the one she reported. Of course, it gets 190 comments. So I'm sure people are like, "Oh, you poor thing."
Popping off.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, oh, you poor thing. Well, let's go look at what's this one? Oh, it looks from 2016. The same pictures.
Yeah. What happened?
So this happened early this morning. Williamson County Police battering rammed my front door before dawn. Mm-hmm. Now, remember, this was rental property now. But now it's her front door. But then she goes, I wasn't there. But they knocked loudly on the door at 3 a.m. when the family woke up. So obviously it was still rental property then. Let me tell you something. I've dealt with rental property pretty much for 20 years, right? With our business and everything. When you look somebody up online, it's not going to show their rental property. It's not going to say they live at their rental house. Like what's going to come up online is the person who's living at that house.
Right. It's their address.
So already her story. That's what people should have realized. The story fell apart before even this came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I was skeptical.
Well, I chose suspect that these are 2 fake SWATings. Honestly,
they might actually be 2 fake SWATings.
Like pictures from 2 fake SWATings.
Because like both times the police apparently kicked the door in.
Yeah, big old boot print on the front
kicked
door.
It in.
You don't call
I was
SWAT
say
team.
the pictures don't add up in either story that she told with these
you
pictures.
You don't call SWAT team and expect them to kick in a door because they bring equipment. That's why you call SWAT. It's special weapons and tactics.
Yeah.
They don't kick doors in, dude.
Yeah.
Even regular police, if they're smart,
they
doors.
usually don't. They normally bust windows.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that door has a window.
Yeah, the door has a window. Yeah.
Here's some up close pictures from the 2016 that are identical to the one she posted today. See the big old boot print on the. Okay. You know who kicks in doors? Criminals. Yeah. Because they think they're bad.
Or you.
Down. Yeah, or you.
Because they think it's easy.
Now here's the funny thing.
They watch too many movies.
Piper and I were pointing out because I got this on the screen right now. You see this glass on this door right here? If a police are trying to break in, guess what they would break first?
They'd break that glass, man.
Break that glass.
Honestly, even if a criminal was trying to break in, first.
This looks like it's something that someone did and took a picture of and said, "Help." This is like a classic red flag.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they were renovating the place, they might be swapping out that door anyway.
Yeah. Time to have some fun, lol.
Yeah,
this is insurance fraud, my friend.
Yeah. Now here's the funny thing.
Get you in trouble.
This woman, I had a bunch of archives up, but I didn't really want to show them because I'm
the responses.
Somebody just wanted it.
A lot of she had been like big thing. She had said she made a statement to Funimation, that quote their investigation was very thorough, quote unquote. That's not,
okay.
That's not what I'm hearing.
No, they were like a week. It was like a week, wasn't it?
Wait, what about the part where apparently the SWAT team told her?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Colors.
Yeah.
That's the funniest part of it.
They claim she claimed when the person called. Now, for one thing, SWAT, somebody from SWAT telling details of a phone call, that's not happening.
They don't usually.
You would have to.
Details anyway.
This is after you would go to the detective in charge of the investigation. And they would tell you what's going on, right?
SWAT team won't ever tell you anything.
No, they'll say you need to go to the station
because it's very likely that they don't know what's going on.
Right? They're just told, hey, if it is a swatting, they're told to go to this place and kick shit in.
Yeah, they have no idea why they were called.
Yeah.
They know, they give them like a case number or whatever. Like it's like, okay, well, not a case number, but like it's what the crime is, and they're like, oh, okay, let's go.
Goku should have just contacted the FBI to deal with Frieza. This series would have been. Oh god, it's like those photos look like they came from an episode of Flip or Flop when they buy a foreclosed house and it gets broken into shortly after. So the old owner's kids throw a party.
Well, even if you really scrutinize the way that door is broken, even that's not what it looks like.
The whole thing is real suspect.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you something. You know, dealing with construction, like I said, most of my life, that came from like the actual somebody did put their boot on it and smeared some mud on it and stuff. But I can guarantee you the actual damage came from like a hammer or like a sledge or something like that.
I was
Probably,
gonna say,
because it's really busted in.
Yeah,
good.
Because you're not okay.
They
pretty.
They a crowbar in there with a hammer and just decided to pry some pieces.
It looks like it was pried because if they that's the big thing too, because if the deadbolt was slashed, right? This door frame wouldn't have been.
It would be gone.
It'd have been gone.
Yeah.
That bolt would have took it clean off.
Yeah, exactly. Because that deadbolt.
In fact, the whole door probably would have come down as one piece.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, also, the damage on the door frame versus damage on the actual door.
Yeah, it's really inconsistent.
It doesn't line up.
Yeah. Because
my contractor knowledge to you.
I held off even saying anything about this on Twitter because it was so obvious that it was fake.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm just going to destroy this. It doesn't matter.
Well, that and the steel door is bending out, but...
Weren't we going to discuss what they said in the...
Yeah. So, when they called in, they claimed... I'm
yes.
sorry. Thank you, Turbo. But when they called in, they claimed that the person that called in says, okay... They said at some point in the thing, I stand with Vic. Okay, guys. Okay, I would never do this. I would never condone this. I don't want anybody to ever get swatted. This is a terrible thing. But I can just imagine this person calling up. It's like, oh, hey, guys, just want to let you know of a situation over at XYZ 443 12th Street. I think they got some meth shit going on there. I think they're like crooning meth, and also I think they also have a child that they're holding hostage. with a gun to its head. You might want to get some policemen over there. Also, I stand with Vic.
Right?
That is this is MAGA country of this case right here.
Guys, it's actually really interesting that we bring this up because just the other day. There was a suicide bombing outside my house, and before he exploded, he told me that he stood with Vic. It was crazy.
He heard about your rantings against Vic Mignogna, and he's like,
yeah, he came out here, and he's like, oh, wait a minute.
Pull up the email that Ethan Van Sciver got.
Yes.
Okay, let's go to another situation
because this is a prime example of what we were discussing before we started streaming of like how you can tell all the shit is fake. Mm-hmm. These people, they always skimp. Like there's always like a minute detail that's off.
Yeah,
that gives it away that it's not real.
They get a little too excited.
First, let's talk about what this is about. Let me show. I'm showing on the site on the stream. I'm showing Pensacola Comic Con, which they're called Pensacon. All right, don't go to this con. Do not go to this con. It's ran by actual idiots. They over the weekend they started. Basically, I think they were one of the first to like kick Vic from like appearing at their show and everything. Mm-hmm. And then like people were saying like there was somebody said online, it's like, hey guys, if you're going to Pensacon and you hashtag stand with Vic, let me know so we can do a meetup. And the actual official Pensacon Twitter account tweeted saying, yes, please do, so we know who can get arrested.
They're standing with Vic.
Wow, that
this is the T-shirt thing where they told one person that
get arrested for what?
They can't wear "I stand with Vic" on a
They're blowing smoke, and it's obvious they're blowing smoke because they deleted their Twitter.
Yeah,
they're done now.
They deleted it after they told a person that they would get kicked out if they wore a shirt that said "We stand with Vic," and then publicly posted that no, that's made up by people, and even like try to call them right wing. I think made up by them to try and stir up stuff, even though like the person was like, "All right, well, here's the message where you
actually said it."
Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's where you said it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So this got the attention of the human sunbeam, Ethan Van Sciver. And so he made a video about it, and then they got in contact with him, and they started sharing stuff with him, where they said, well, you understand that we got a bomb threat over this stuff, right? And the bomb threat came from, they showed a screenshot of this bomb threat, right? And I got the screenshot on the screen right now. From Mr. Roland.
Anon@gmx.de. Stop acting like big shots, you fucking scum of the earth. Try to quiet down someone on your scum con again, and I will make you people burn. I will make sure you and your children and your children's children will never be happy again. Time to purge the earth from all social justice warriors and NPCs. Time to eradicate. You better. I can't even finish. This is fucking absurd. Holy shit.
You better have a freaking bomb squad, buddy.
Yeah,
gosh dang bomb squad, friend.
A freaking bomb squad, buddy. And at the next Pensacon and Kevlar. I like that. You better have a freaking bomb squad at the next Pensacon and Kevlar.
This is the most polite bomb threat I've ever seen.
He didn't say fuck once. Oh, yes. He did at the beginning. He said fuck, but then he said freak. Wait a minute.
This is very reminiscent. If any of you have ever seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, when Jay got him to write their response to on the website.
Oh god. Yeah.
All you motherfucks are gonna pay.
I just know somebody in the chat's like hashtag Mignogna country.
Yeah.
That's I like it.
Very good. Very good. Good stuff.
You can't can the van. God bless Ethan Van Sciver. You can't can the van. So now they said, this is they said, yeah, we got sent this thing. And so Ethan, being who he is, he said, all right, everybody needs to know about this. Here it is.
Yeah, very forthcoming.
Because he knew immediately that this is...
Well, his whole thing was...
This is fucking dumb.
Well, his whole thing was that if there is an actual bomb threat to this thing, people need to know about it. Like, let's say this was legit.
Yeah. This should be public knowledge.
Yeah. It's like, Pensacon should have put on their website, on their Twitter, hey guys, just want to let you know this weekend that there has been a threat, a bomb threat.
Be one of the last people they bother showing that to.
It should have been like, yes, there's a possibility, there is a bomb threat. We have contacted authorities. We have up security. We will be checking everything. It's still, they should be reassuring people at this point, not hiding the information.
Either that or canceling.
Or putting it off until things cool down,
Right.
So Ethan put it out there. He did a stream about it. Some mad lad, when he posted this screenshot, CC'd in the FBI.
Yeah.
A traditional shitposting tactic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which the FBI contacted Ethan Van Sciver. And so he reported. So I just got off the phone with an FBI agent in Pensacola regarding Pensacon. So he talked to somebody in Florida about this. Told them everything I knew about the situation and offered to provide all the email exchanges I had with Pensacon that led to me being given the bomb threat. Guess what? They didn't know about it.
Yeah.
And he says, they received the information right here on Twitter when one of you tagged the FBI in one of my tweets with the image of the bomb threat. God damn, I love Twitter. I didn't think to do that. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. And so he did a live stream.
They were so concerned about their bomb threat that they only thought to show Ethan and not tell anybody else.
And so, like I said, Ethan, he did a live stream about it, which he did, because he's got this new policy. If SJWs want to act stupid, then he's going to monetize the shit out of them. Make a little cheddar off of them, right? So an hour later, after that, he tweets, Pensacon is now threatening to sue me for defamation.
But they defamed themselves.
He's just being completely public about all of it too. It's really funny.
Now,
here's all the info.
He says, and so again he goes, all right, so Pensacon says they reported on the threat, quote, last week, which means the threat is from before then. So what they're saying is this has nothing to do with Vic.
So they're saying the FBI lied?
No.
Oh,
No, they're saying that it has nothing to do with Vic Mignogna.
Oh, okay.
See, now they're saying
before they were saying it did.
Yeah, which I'm sure the emails will show, which probably the FBI already have, because I'm sure Ethan went ahead and sent them.
They might want to get their fucking story straight.
So he goes. So he says, like, all right. So Pensacola says they reported on the threat last week, which means the threat is before then. Were people arguing with a con a week ago? I'm finally being thanked for being a dick at last. So it's funny. I like the way Ethan handles stuff, because like Ethan even said it on like one of his streams. He says sometimes it's bad for me to get involved in stuff because I become a pit bull and just like don't give a shit. So the guy responded. He says, "Thank you for being a dick. Defamation suit forthcoming. We have police reports from last week on the threat. You really are a moron." Well, you know, there's something about police reports.
They're public.
Yeah. So it wouldn't be hard for me to contact Pensacola Police Department and get this information, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he responded. Apparently the guy's name's Mike. Mike.
And then, even if it was reported a week ago when he contacted the FBI, somebody should have heard it.
Yeah. So he responded, "Mike, you can sue me. That's why I pay my lawyers. I'm telling people factual information about what I know about the situation to potentially save lives. I haven't said one thing about that isn't true. The FBI is involved. I reported what they told me. And frankly, if you'd like to bring more attention to this odd situation, I would love to make more videos about it." Oh, the madman.
Please keep digging your own grave, basically.
The funny thing about Pensacola is, they were basically going on Twitter on like a rampage.
Yeah.
Saying that they were gonna like, oh, we'll have authorities, you'll be arrested, the FBI will be contacted, and all this crazy shit. And it just reminded me of like that old Jesse Slaughter video where her dad comes in and he's like, "I've contacted the cyber police and I know who's doing it." Yeah, dad. I was like,
consequences will never be the same.
Yes. Stupid. It was funny because their entire Twitter account was being run by an internet tough guy, apparently.
Yeah, the funny thing is, I've noticed about this Funimation and this bullshit con I've never heard of. Like, the urge to get out in front of the story and do maximum damage control has fucked both of these organizations. It's like, why don't you just lay off for a bit and wait for more information to come out before you make statements and then look like complete idiots?
Yep.
Literally, like, weeks later. Like, it's not that hard to not spurg out. I don't know.
Like this particular,
it's pretty hard.
Apparently it is hard.
This particular person tagged in Ethan on this post. I found it interesting that this was recently posted on Pensacola's Facebook page. How long until they delete it? Place your bets. And it says, "So Ethan Van Sciver just informed everyone in his live stream about the details concerning Pensacola and the alleged bomb threat they received. Apparently, FBI and PPD, Pensacola Police Department, was just recently informed, and this supposed bomb threat only after someone retweeted EVS's tweet at the FBI, which was an image paste of the bomb threat's text. In short, Pensacola never bothered reporting the bomb threat to the proper authorities. Now, why is that? The lies are beginning to float back to the surface from the deep, dark depths. First the small, then the larger, bloated ones shortly after. All in good time." And then makes me wonder how many people will actually attend this after seeing this. I don't think it's going to be many.
Interestingly, we've seen this pattern, like ever since like 2014. It's been consistent. Big media blackout. Only trusted media, like on Reddit right now. I think it's our anime.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk about this at all unless you're quoting like Anime News Network.
Which we've already
like you literally can't talk about it. Like it's not allowed.
Like I said, that's something I'm definitely going to go into on the video that I'm going to do.
Yeah, and there's people being like shadow banned on Twitter. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy. So it's like, okay, I see. I've played this game. I've been here. I've run this race a few times.
Yeah. This ain't my first rodeo.
You can't.
Everyone here has.
You can't. Yeah, you can't just open up the playbook, the old playbook. That everyone studies and knows.
You can't buck us off the Bronco on this one.
Yeah, man, come on.
Like, okay, look, I always put it this like somebody, and I said this sounds kind of, this is kind of facetious when I say it, but it's funny. I said, you realize we're living in a world where Donald Trump is the U.S. president, right? And I bring that up because like the media has been spending this better part of 5 years trying to destroy this man, and he's just like,
yeah, it just keeps going.
Still there.
Yeah, so he's still there.
Nobody trusts any of this shit anymore.
Yeah.
The trust factor in America is minimal right now. Regardless of who you're talking about, who you're trying to trust, or who you're questioning, there's very little trust right now between people.
Right.
So it's not just like you can't trust the crazy progressives or the social justice warriors. Like you literally can't trust anyone right now. And it's like whatever. I've been there. Whatever.
It's straight up. Go back. We're going back to the old, Stone Cold Steve Austin days. DTA. Don't trust anybody.
Don't trust
anybody.
Don't trust Austin.
Yeah, don't even trust.
Yeah, exactly.
He said, don't even trust Austin.
Trust no one, not even yourself. Man.
I don't even trust myself. Deborah certainly doesn't.
The doctor says
it's like our patron saint of shitposting, Etika says, don't trust me. You don't know me.
Yeah.
You don't know me,
mommy.
Yeah.
You don't know me. Don't trust me. Don't trust anything I say. That's what he says. I love it. I was like, yeah, man.
Like, trust Q, LOL, just kidding.
Trust no one. Yeah. Absolutely no one. Like even your best friends. Like, I'm not going to name names, obviously, but I have friends, best friends, like people I love and care about who are totally on board with this shit.
Yeah.
The kickflip shit. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's where I get most of my information from regarding this.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I don't trust it because they've never given me any proof.
Yeah.
They've never once given me any proof. But it's like, no, I'll listen to you. It's not going to affect our friendship. We can still talk after this. I'm like, are you being had? It's like, well, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. I hope this doesn't break your mind later. It's really what my concern is.
Yeah, I kind of had a similar situation with a friend like that, and I was like, because I was told to just basically I believe, like they said, I believe Monica. I was like, I don't. It's like I don't.
Yeah, I believe what I see. Show me the proof.
Yeah,
and then I'll believe it.
That's like
because and again, it's like I said, like I was like, okay, Vic Mignogna, he's kind of creepy. It's possible. Yeah. But now it's like almost completely absolved in my mind.
Yeah. And like I said, there's going to have to be something.
The smear campaign has made it is painted him in a positive light because it's just I've seen it so many times.
Yeah.
So many times someone gets smeared like this with media blackout, with no debate, with no proof, no nothing, and they're completely fucking innocent. Every single time they're completely innocent. So it's like, why am I supposed to trust anyone on this? How can I possibly trust them?
In particular,
but I can't.
Yeah. In particular, the two sources, like I said, we knew Anime News Network and Polygon. I'm like,
fuck me.
You're batting a good 0 there, buddy.
Yeah. If Anime News Network is coming to bat for you,
yeah.
That's not a good look, dude. That just screams corruption. It screams someone's being paid off and bought. Mm-hmm. Every single time.
Because here's the thing, and like I said, this is just some of the details. I'm going to go over a few things because it's funny. Anime News, when they put their thing out, right, they talked about, alleged incidents, right? Yeah. And as they talked about these incidents, they were showing pictures of Vic with women, and their faces were, mosaicked, mosaicked out. The problem is most of the pictures they were showing, people started popping up. It's like, oh, that's my picture. And no, that's not what happened. I didn't say any of that shit. I was like, who gave you permission to use my picture, kind of thing, right? And then instead of addressing it, they deleted those pictures and put new pictures up. And then on their forums is when they addressed it. They says, yeah, we're not saying that those women in particular were harassed. As far as we know, they were with consent. They had consent from Vic. So we were just using them as examples. It's like, that's not how reporting works.
That's not That's not journalism.
No, that's not journalism. That's framing. That's framing a narrative. That's not journalism.
Yeah, that's propaganda.
Did you talk about the fact it was a Crunchyroll employee promoting and pushing the discredited swatting story? Oh yeah, I'm getting to that.
Very good. That's good stuff. Actually, I did not know that.
I'm gonna pull it. I'm pulling
Crunchyroll, dude.
I'm pulling up an archive from my anime list from Miss Samantha Inoue Hart. Let's see here. Let's look at her. Where's she from? Nicknamed Sammy Hart is a founder of the animation studio called Psycho Studios. She's also a voice actress for ADV Films, Funimation Entertainment, New Generation Pictures, and an animation instructor.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Could she have ulterior motives for what she was doing?
Confucius say she lying.
Like, here's the thing. Okay. There might have been a scintilla of a chance that I could possibly believe you that maybe Vic assaulted you, and I'm using air quotes for that, right?
Yeah.
But then you fake the swatting.
There's so much stuff that they're faking. It's like, how am I supposed to fucking take your side, man? You're clearly liars. You keep lying about all kinds of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Stop.
If you're telling the truth about one of the things, why would you feel like you had to lie and do this other stuff? Like, I
said this before we started streaming. Like, they don't think people are gonna look into it. Like, it's like,
he who does not learn from history is going to repeat it.
The doctor says the facts may be wrong, but the narrative is right.
All that matters is that we started a discussion.
Well, your tears say more than the facts ever could. So.
I mean, that's because he says, remember, it's okay to be morally right, even if you're not factually right.
So stupid.
Yeah. What a dumbass.
But there was like a what do you call it? I've seen actual situations on Twitter where people who are telling the, because I would say the same thing. If like a young lady comes to me and says, "Hey, Turbo assaulted me," right?
Whoa, what the fuck?
I'm just using you as an example. That's all.
Okay. First of all, I don't respect women, so this would never happen.
Yeah, you would never do that. So I'm just using an example. Hey, Turbo assaulted me. Oh shit. I was like, so when did it happen? You know, that'd be the first question.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know. What? That's been a lot of I don't remember. How do you not remember?
Yeah.
I was shit-faced at a convention where there shouldn't have even been any booze.
Yeah, and also I was 16.
Yeah.
I
was 16 and I smoked a bunch of pot.
Yeah,
retarded.
But now here's the one. So people, I see people online say, well, you really need to file a report with the police, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I would tell a young lady if they came to me and said that. I was like, okay, go to the police now.
Yes.
Don't wait. Go now. There are people on the Kick Vic side who are saying, don't tell them that.
Yes.
How could you say something like that? Don't you understand?
Do these people not realize that rape is a time-sensitive crime? The police need to talk to you immediately after it happens so they can gather DNA evidence, they can run a rape kit.
The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be.
Yeah, they're not going to find him the longer you wait. But the thing is, people... I'm going to do a little feminism bashing here. They'll tell women to not do this because the police won't believe you anyway. Mm-hmm. It's their job to be skeptical, is it not?
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck?
They're supposed to ask questions. They have to prove it.
Yeah,
and that's the whole point. That's the whole point of the matter. It needs to be proven.
Yeah.
Fucking prove it. Please.
They literally tell people, you're harassing these people and you're wanting them to go to police so they can be harassed some more. I'm like, huh?
That makes sense. The cops will totally harass her some more.
Yeah.
They might even trigger her.
No, what the cops are going to do is ask hard questions to get answers. And
we'll see the cops are going to rape her. So
this voice actor.
Watch out, man.
Let's see. This was somebody else in the chat. It's like, I can't say for certain, but I saw written someplace on one of the accuser supporters replaced Vic as an EP on Ruby. Needs to be confirmed, but follow the money.
I always follow the money. There's also
rumors of Monica thing.
Yeah, Monica's. There's rumors that Monica will be replacing Vic in manager positions at Rooster Teeth. Mm-hmm. Those are rumors. I haven't seen any confirmation of it.
Right.
If it is true, I dare say it's big if true, and
huge.
It says Ian huge. Replaces him on one of his Funimation projects. Ian Sinclair replaces what he was working on for Funimation at the time that he got canned.
Yeah, I forgot what the name of that particular show was, but
it's
I can't pronounce that Japanese shit.
Morose Mononokean.
Oh shit! Don't panic.
That's our anime that's coming out.
Oh yeah.
So there, he gets replaced by Ian Sinclair on Morose Nokian. I'm trying to find something on if they've picked anybody for the RWBY.
Was it? How do you pronounce it? Ruby?
It's kind of supposed to be Ruby.
I've not seen a single episode of that show.
Yeah, and it's been on for so long, too.
All I know is it's got a fighting game.
Yeah.
It's a cute show. I've only...
let me see here, Seth. Let's see.
You sound a little ashamed to admit that you like that show.
The guy who...
I just don't know what they're doing with it now.
Piper, check your DMs.
My DMs?
Yeah.
He crawled in there.
Yeah. Optimus just sent you a dick pic.
No.
Tell me what you think about that. Just a picture of his fucking penis.
But do like Ethan did to Mike Miller the other week. He kept showing him like images that look like dicks, like clouds in the sky and shit like that. He goes, "Hey Mike, check this out." Let's see. The guy who posted the door pic is claiming the police called him because someone tried to swat him after the fake one. And his account.
Oh yeah, that's a great rebound story.
And his account went protected. Found the tweet when the Umbrella guy quoted it. It's all about forcing the false narrative and gaining victim points since the false accusation claims.
The Umbrella guy.
I'm gonna try to.
Yeah, he was on here last week. He's a good guy. He's a cool guy.
I'm gonna put it in the
Put it in the thingy, and I will.
I think that everybody has their own everybody.
It's loading.
Everyone involved has their own little ambitions and their own little plots here.
Everybody has something to gain.
And they're not actually communicating. They're just doing crazy shit randomly, and it's not adding up, and they're looking like fucking morons because
people are trying to out victim each other.
Oh, it's Sean. It's Sean Schimmel. He's doubling down, lads. He's going in.
Yep.
Oh my God! Here he goes.
Reading this live. Okay, somebody pointed out to him, that it was fake swatting, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I did discover that eventually, and I am very upset with the person who faked it. However, shortly after I posted about it, I did get a call from the Richardson Police Department asking if I was in trouble because someone was attempting to swat.
Sure, there.
Everyone's getting swatted.
Yo, the police are at my door right now, boy. Hold on, give me a second. Shit, man.
They're attempting to swat me.
So go kick your own door.
So all of a sudden you're just
better take a senzu bean.
Guys, they flashbang my dog. It's crazy.
Oh man,
how could this happen?
Did that just happen live? Yeah.
Yeah, it happened live on Graded Point Live.
It's a terrible thing.
It's exclusive.
See, this sucks because just last week a guy and he legitimately got swatted. There's actual police report and everything.
Yeah, he has all the evidence.
He has all the evidence.
Peter Samedi,
and it literally happened live on stream, so it wasn't like he was.
Yeah, swattings are usually things where you do them on stream because it's supposed to be like it destroys the stream.
Yeah, and
You want to know what's shocking?
Yeah.
Mundane Matt did not lie about getting swatted.
That is shocking.
That is shocking. That
Mr. False Flag himself.
Right?
Yeah.
But I've been through a lot of things.
But these
mentally.
charlatans will.
I've been through a lot of things mentally. Now wait a minute.
Now wait a minute, Sean.
I am.
Sean, no.
I am not in a good place mentally.
He was busy moving boulders with his baby all day.
Put your back into it, girl. You can do it. Come on now. Pick that boulder up.
Let's see. I feel like the NPC's program is all in system overload these past few weeks. Yeah, I think like you said, I think everybody's trying to get notoriety and they're not coordinating their.
Well, I think that Otacon's little sister inserted the virus in the GW and everything's going crazy.
Ah, okay.
I think that we're getting some codec calls from Colonel.
Sean Yamcha. Wait a minute, hold on. Yamcha his credibility.
he's never gonna live this down.
Oh my God.
Yamcha.
Oh my God.
Yamcha is crazy. That's good. I love it.
Someone swatted Goku. Just fucking busted into his radish farm and just destroyed it. Fucking blew it up.
Oh god, his radish farm. While him and Piccolo are racing to pick cabbages, all of a sudden these cops.
Goku's like, Waku Waku. These guys sure are strong.
He's the legendary Super Lol Cow. Oh god, I feel like a parody's coming on now.
Oh fuck, dude!
I think,
Dude,
I think I'm gonna.
yes.
I think we might have to put something together, Turbo. I think it's time.
Yeah. Yeah.
For what? For Dragon Ball? Or
no, for this. Yeah, we could use Dragon Ball, but this Sean Shamil talking about I'm about to get swatted. Like ka. She does.
Powers up. So this is your heat.
This isn't even his final lie.
The police will arrive in 5 minutes.
I tried. No, it was good. It was good, Mata. I loved it. It was good.
It takes 20 episodes for the cops to show up.
They're on their way.
They're on their way. The cops will be here in 2 minutes.
5 episodes later, the cops will be here in 1 minute.
They're coming.
I can hear the sirens.
Kaioken. No. Times.
No.
Fuck.
Worst episode of 24 ever. I love our chat.
Holy shit.
We don't have a lot of people in chat, but they're hilarious. Jack Bauer would have got out of there so much faster. I think most people, when they find out they've been swatted, I'm going to go stay at a hotel for the night.
Yeah, man, you don't stay home.
Get out of here for a little while. I'm a rich voice actor after all. I can go do these things. Just.
I'm an electrocuted fuck. Sean Shamel.
He does look like it. Man, I saw him when him and the guy who voices Vegeta, who's also a dickbag.
Chris
fucking
Sabat.
Yeah,
or Sabat.
But they had like a face-off in Dragon Ball Fighters, and God, it's so it's really something. I am so glad that I got into sub anime like a year ago, because I never want to listen to any English shit anymore.
I hate hearing Chris Sabat in anything, dude.
Because
I don't know him personally. I know nothing about him personally, but I can't. I'm tired of hearing his stupid fucking voice all the time.
It's the same voice.
Sick of it.
It's always
the same voice. No, he's got a couple, but
he was in Panty and Stocking, and he had put on a fake black guy voice.
That one was good. I actually had fun with that.
Mm-hmm. But, Turbo, nothing beats your fake black guy voice. You got that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Watch GG.
Yeah,
Godzilla vs. Gigan Abridged.
Go to supernerdland.com or BitChute and
Super Nerd Tube.
Super Nerd.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. We'll reuse Zoe Quinn's elevator pitch for Goddess Mode here. It's super gay.
Yeah, we were just pitching Godzilla vs. Gigantic Bridge. It was it was a fun project. But no, oh god, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was dumb interesting that happened. I mean, this whole Sean coming out and it's I've been here. Let me give
Don't do it, Goku.
Goku, no. Yeah, the other guy, that's the guy who does voice of Krillin, or the guy who does voice of Krillin. He's also a.
Oh yeah, Sonny Strait is a moron. Like a brainlet and a manlet. Yeah, together at once.
The link is in the chat.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him moderator so he can link at his discretion. Okay, Josh, you can link anything you want now. She'll other stuff besides this. But no, like I said, this is kind of ruining all. I feel you now, Shamil. I think I've never been fully on board with the whole preferring the original sub. You know.
I mean, I have no problem with dubs, man. Like I'll watch a good dub. In fact, just the other day I watched, or it was like a couple weeks ago, I was watching King Gainer and I watched it completely dubbed because it's better.
There's some that actually ended up better.
I don't hate dubs.
Dubbed than subbed.
I don't hate dubs. I hate Funimation. It's different.
Yeah.
That's a situation entirely. I don't like their business practices. I don't like the way they localize. I don't like the way they distribute.
Yeah.
I don't like their shitty streaming service. Like they suck. They're just a crappy company. And I don't like them. And I don't like them. Okay. Mm-hmm. But that's my bias in this whole situation is I don't like Funimation. But I also don't like Vic Mignogna, so I guess it doesn't mean anything.
It's not really catch-22. You're just like, but you're also like me. You're just like, because I don't really care.
I hate everything. I hate everything.
My whole thing is like,
I also hate conventions.
Don't say that or they will fuck that up. Think about it. They've tried.
Well, you got to read what the doctor said. You can't just like say every day. This is what he said. Every day, nerd shit makes me want to move all my money to my car rebuilding hobby instead of giving any money to this nerd shit. I've done this. I don't think the SJWs can fuck that up, can they? Don't say that.
Don't say that, dude, because
muscle cars are problematic. They prefer.
Believe me, no, they've tried because they've already been like, we need more women mechanics. Go to the all-women mechanic, the all-woman run mechanic. Please.
No, but I want my car to work after they're done. I don't want
right.
What did he mean by this? What did he mean?
I might be implying that women aren't mechanically inclined. Maybe. I mean, there are a few. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying there's not. Just
No, because I have chick friends that actually went to sport.
Yeah, I mean,
there's also
to work on cars, not just and they're good.
Find a chick that was a tomboy when they're growing up, and they always hung out with their dad and like did all kinds of like boy shit. Yeah, they're gonna be fine. I'm talking about these like they think that fucking mechanic, being a mechanic is a new STEM.
Yeah. That's what they were trying to push for a while. When I saw that, I was like, no, please. But it quieted down. So hopefully, doctor didn't remind anyone. Mm-hmm. That there's a hobby.
The next thing the doctor says, I do all my own maintenance, so unless they can SJW up car parts, I don't think they can fuck that up until you get the Code Pink brand oil filters and
female accessible car parts where there's shittier. Why are they shittier? What are you trying to say, market?
Instead of using like torque wrenches and shit, you got just something that clicks in place that's never gonna hold.
Video games are too hard for women, so we got to make them easier. What do they mean?
What do they mean?
What do they mean by that?
Lady bully hunters in person.
Yeah, me too.
Bully hunters was proof that Gamergate didn't bully women hard enough.
Yeah.
We gave women too much agency, and now they just
yeah.
We didn't go far enough.
Yeah. My late father-in-law was a mechanic, so my wife can fix a car. Well, that's good.
That's good. Yeah. That's good stuff. Yeah. The more people in your immediate family that can do things around the house is always a good thing. Mm-hmm. Like no matter what it is, if it's like you can change your floorboards when they're all messed up, or you can like change your siding, or you know how to clean gutters without having to hire somebody, or you can even cut down a tree. If you know how to do something safely and it's good, by all means do. Like I don't hire anyone to do anything. I do my own plumbing. like why would I?
Like a couple of.
I'm not trying to get Optimus out of a job here, but.
Oh no, I understand. No,
yeah.
I get what you're coming from. It's kind of like
if it's a big deal job, it's like, oh yeah, call someone in. Mm-hmm. But if it's like small stuff, I don't see the point.
Well, it's like sometimes my dad will get called, and I laugh because my dad will get a call like, something's wrong with my faucet, and it's like it's just a leak, and those things you just change a washer. That's all you gotta do is like a washer to be fixed, and they're like, oh, and then my dad's like, oh, that's like $75, kind of thing. It's like, oh, thanks.
Damn.
Yeah,
it's the gratuity cost.
Like, who
came out here? So.
Who was just sneaking into the? Somebody trying to sneak in.
That was fast. I don't know.
Oh,
I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry. If Josh, we're gonna bully Josh now. Josh tried to jump into.
Tried to jump into the call.
He jumped into the call accidentally. He's like, whoops.
Well, why didn't you just tell him to stick around for a little bit?
Well, he was in and out.
Oh.
Let's see.
Sorry, my cat was...
To bring about
coming around.
Just something that Ethan had quote tweeted. I just find it kind of cool. It's like, to anti-Comicsgate community, you've been nothing but hateful and ugly to me, a strong, opinionated woman since day one. Ethan Van Sciver has treated me with respect, and as a friend to this industry, you've alienated your target market, attacked my account again. I hope Comicsgate raises hell. That's nice. Apparently they got they got gulagged.
I see.
They might have been a little too spicy. You know?
The old timeout, you know.
It's like, we don't like your content. It's like, well, I don't. I didn't think I was like, I didn't know I was monetizing my tweets here. I'll just.
Here you go. Let me give you something real quick that's pretty funny.
Okay.
In my server, we have our local Jewish man. He's given me some excellent information. Okay. This is what I remember. Right there in the stream link sharing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll put that up here. Is this the one you're talking about? With
This is the one that I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, this was the original.
Also, his PS is pretty fire, by the
way. Now, okay, so he was when I say original, he was like the
he was, I think he was like the second or third Goku. I think.
Okay, but he was working with Ocean, right?
Yeah, it was with the Ocean dub, which was also run by It was produced by Funimation.
Yeah, they produced it, but
it was all Funimation. But
these
guys were the
the Ocean group was doing it. They were doing the dub on their own. Yeah,
they outsourced the actual dubbing
until they brought it. They brought it in house when they
brought it in house because they wanted. Yeah, they had some money.
So this is from Peter
Kalamis.
Peter Kalamis. Okay, yeah. It says, "Dear Dragon Ball Z fans, on February 23rd, 2018, Kamehameha announced that I would not be attending the 2018 Kamehameha in Irving, Texas. I feel the need to clarify a few things about the cancellation that my fans deserve to know, as have been expressed concerns of my well-being. To be clear, Kamehameha canceled my appearance. I did not cancel my attendance due to work, availability, illness, or any other reason. I was and still am available for the dates of Kamehameha 2018.
Kamehameha.
I wish they just called it Kamehameha.
I'll read it.
Yeah.
You go ahead.
I am extremely disappointed with the organizers' decision and have conveyed my thoughts to them directly. I will not and cannot go into details of the contract I have with them, but I will state that it is legally binding. I can, however, give my opinions as to why my attendance was canceled. It has been confirmed to me through multiple sources that a fellow actor is directly responsible for my cancellation. I have considered discussing the situation directly with the person in question, but that is difficult since the person has gone so far as to block me on Twitter. The person responsible for canceling my attendance has never met me, nor have I met them, but they were fully aware of my attendance at Kamehameha and took deliberate action to deny me and the fans of Dragon Ball Z the ability to connect in person. To this person I say this, I know what you did, and so do a lot of other people. As my mother used to say, the truth always comes out. To those attending Kamehameha, I hope you have a great time celebrating this amazing franchise. I am very proud to be a part of its cherished history, and I sincerely regret that I will not be in attendance. I will miss meeting you all, and I hope I get a chance to in the near future. For updates on me, please visit his website, The Shilling. Thanks, Dragon Ball Z fans. You're the best. Peter Kalamis, Goku, P.S. And I did pronounce Kaioken correctly.
I seem to remember that. Yeah, he was the second, because he it's kind of weird. I always called him I guess you could say season.
He was the one that was in the only good Dragon Ball Z dubs, which were the uncut movies, first three movies. He was the Goku in those, I believe.
Yeah, kind of a higher.
Because those are like the only good Dragon Ball Z dubs,
right?
At all. Like, all some suck.
Yeah. So yeah. Now I know what you're talking about, because he did say Kaioken in those. Yeah. Because his voice was a little bit higher pitched than the guy that was doing the regular TV Ocean.
I don't know if it was him or if it was the first guy, but I know that one of them was definitely Mega Man from that Ruby Spears show.
Oh yeah.
One of the Gokus was definitely Mega Man, and on top of that, some of the music they used was directly from that show too. I think they just had like a stock library of crap. Really funny. That's just an aside, but yeah, he's clearly talking about Sean Schemmel here.
Yeah,
I mean, like, who the fuck else could it possibly be?
Also, Piper, check your DMs again.
Another dick pic for you.
Yeah. This is a big boy. This is Thanos level.
Get a load of this kielbasa, baby.
Big, beautiful.
Big, beautiful, bald. It's Matt Myers! Yeah!
Now,
Oh shit!
you got something else for me?
Got some content here. What's going on?
No! What this?
We do not have.
That one Matt Myers picture edit. Oh god.
There's a penis?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, where there's pre-cum dripping out of his head.
Oh!
I think Jay made that.
Oh.
Sounds like something Jay would make.
May Jay rest in peace. We're pretty sure he's dead. Well, we always assumed he's going to be dead because he's a fisherman in Norway.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of...
Yeah.
Yes. Jay is a friend of ours that is a fisherman in Norway, and sometimes he's around, sometimes he's not because he's fishing.
And he does.
If Jay's not here, he's dead.
Yeah, and when he comes back, he's like, "Oh, you're alive," and he leaves immediately. Comes back for 2 days, makes a Twitter account, gets banned, and then leaves.
Cab crawls in his DMs.
Yeah.
I have photographic proof of that.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything?
Yeah.
I was going to say anything you can share.
No,
not you.
Oh, I thought you meant.
No.
Yeah.
No, just Seth tried to write something in the chat, but it keeps disappearing.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not doing that because I've got to set the live chat, and I'm not moderating anything.
Yeah.
And it's like, because y'all can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
As long as you don't say like the 14 words or anything like that, it's okay.
I don't know why it would be doing that, but it's definitely showing for me. I don't know if there's some algorithm, a chat or what.
Yeah, the doctor has a good point. I think, Shamil, you would agree with this. I learned a long time ago I have two choices. Make enough money to pay someone to do shit or learn to do shit myself. I chose option 3. Make enough money to do it myself and spend money on fun shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But guys, we must secure the existence of our people in the future for Saiyan children.
Saiyan children.
That's important.
Trunks and Goten, they're okay.
Yeah, they're gonna make it, guys. They're gonna make it.
Trunks, Goten, and Gohan, so they can all like let them all grow up so they can cuck out later. YouTube does live censoring of some words. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but sometimes I feel like it's something that's being thing. I can see it and I can like approve it. So it's kind of weird.
I had to look up the 14 words to say that, by the way. I don't know. I had to look it up.
Yeah, I think YouTube just decided that
sometimes
just
it's not. Yeah, sometimes they just won't post it. Yeah, it's like
very strange.
Yeah, so you know how it is. You know, I think it's a spam filter out of context. It sounds like a spam comment. Well, you know. Yeah. So we've
yeah.
We talked about
just about everything.
The things.
All right, very good.
Yeah. So.
You know, I thought that whole anime gate thing would get rolling because of stupid localization and censorship. Who knew it was going to be a voice actor?
Yeah.
One guy.
Yeah.
One guy. Well, technically one guy and one girl.
I think that they should have had the balls if they were really going to try and like get rid of him. They should have had the balls to not put him in any more shows and just replace him. Mm-hmm. And like just like if they were going to be ideologues about it, they should have just had the balls to be ideologues about it and not try and like jump on some controversy as an excuse to get rid of him.
Yeah, just said, okay, we don't want you around anymore and be done with it.
Yeah, it's
well,
like
if he's lawyering up, then eventually
fucked,
everybody is going to find out whether or not he's innocent.
Yeah.
Because
and if it's like
what said isn't slander.
Right, and it's like what I said at the very beginning is like if it's true, if he's guilty, that's a nightmare scenario.
Yeah.
Because that's going to shine everything on like, okay, well then there's a systemic problem here because you guys have known for like 15 years that he's a madman.
Yeah, because all these people are coming out of the woodwork saying they've always known and didn't know about it.
And then the big one will become what else is out there that you're not telling us.
And if they're innocent, if he's innocent, Well, then it's a nightmare scenario because they're gonna get like sued to fucking the shit.
Like I said, that nightmare, that'll be the slow burn where they just constantly milked of money.
Yeah, it's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
I'd prefer personally. Well, morally speaking, I prefer if he was innocent because that means there wouldn't be any sex victims. However, pragmatically speaking, I'd prefer if he was guilty because get over with, get done with. Fuck.
I like that's kind of like I said. None of these people, when you really look into it, they don't look at a good light, right?
They're all scumfucks. Yeah. Fuck them, dude.
Like I said,
and I hope they all burn. Fuck
like
you.
I said, if anything, Vic looks like he's going to be the one coming out smelling like a rose. I mean,
I still like this.
I mean, he won't. He obviously. I would say he obviously won't work in the industry anymore ever again.
No, it's over.
That's that sucks.
It's just
not for Shamil, but
this guy. I still love this tweet because I'm like, all right, I will take your 2 fake swattings and raise you 1 attempted fake swatting. Or fake attempted swatting.
I will raise you my own fake swatting.
Yeah.
Hello, police. Hello, Mr. Shan Shemmel. That's my name.
I was Goku on Dragon Ball Z.
I was Goku, and also I want to kick Vic, and also I'm holding my son hostage. I don't even know if I have a son, but I'm holding him hostage.
My wife's
and I just raped my dog. Yeah. And
I have a nail gun. Don't come any closer.
And I'm suicidal as fuck. So let's go. But all of the fucking tropes.
That's good.
What's really funny is I kept thinking about the first fake swatting stuff. I kept thinking, I'm gonna tell people go swat yourself, like whatever. They're fake as hell. And then he tweets this, and I'm like, okay, never mind.
So okay, I mean, it's possible. It's possible someone's just fucking him now. Like someone's trying to fuck with him. Like it's. If someone makes a claim that I've been like I said, I didn't jump on that one even though it was clearly obviously fucking fake. I didn't jump on it because I knew it was gonna come out. Like there's no possible way there's gonna find.
Funny how fast it came out.
Yeah, because
even try.
There's always incident reports, right? There's always incident reports. There always will be proof that can be provided. Yeah. I remember when Randy Harper claimed that she got swatted, and she was dumb. She's like, I've got the number, and she showed like a police report and had a number on it. When people were like, oh, that's okay, then it must be true. Then people looked up the number, and it was a traffic ticket.
No, that was Wu. Wu did that.
Didn't she also?
That was it was Brianna Wu, wasn't it?
That was Wu, not Harper.
She also
Harper, wait.
She was the one that was going to print off tweets and then bring it to the San Francisco Police Department.
Yeah.
And she actually did that. Randy Harper. She showed a picture of printed off tweets of people like making fun of her.
I'm like, Brianna Wu was the one that claimed she was swatted and found out she had gotten a traffic ticket instead.
But I thought it was Harper who had the who took a picture of her like so-called incident report. And
I mean, they're all interchangeable. This one,
right?
Yeah, they all fucking.
Can you believe it's been years? Can you believe
it has been?
We're having trouble recalling it.
In August, it'll be 5 years since that fateful time.
Oh my god!
Remember when Brianna Wu tried? She was on Steam and was still signed into her account and tried to start a hate thread against her on Steam.
Yeah.
And she forgot to log out.
Yeah, she tried to start her own hate thread. And then I remember they said, "Oh, I was just making a joke."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why did you delete it? I would have left it up because that would have actually been funny.
Fuck, they're so dumb.
Have to be mad.
But like I said, I think the biggest takeaway we got, it's kind of like what you said earlier, Smeal. There is no listen and believe anymore. I'm done with that.
It's done. It's finished, man.
Yeah,
this Me Too shit ruined it for everyone. The game's over.
Yeah, and see, that's another thing. I've said it. That's one thing I've said, especially about Monica Rael's situation. Now, she is a fairly well known voice actress, right? She's somebody who's pretty well known in the industry. Look who she voices. I mean, she voices Bulma for Christ's sake. So
she voices Chainsmoker Bulma now. It's not the
original Bulma. But yeah. But you know what I'm saying? It's like she's not a
absolutely.
Not she's not an unknown commodity at this point.
Right.
She's worked with Vic once. I mean, probably more in other anime, but in the Dragon Ball situation, probably once, maybe twice.
Well, there actually was a video that was posted on Funimation's Facebook from like 2017.
Okay.
where-
Harper got towed.
Okay.
Oh,
And
Toad.
used
Okay.
that as her
For
swatting,
swatting.
and then said that she's part of an anti-swatting resource for her local PD.
Good.
But anyway, you're saying
Yeah, so there's a video from 2017 on their Facebook, I think it was, where it was like a iPhone recording by Vic with him and Monica in like studio. I guess they just got done recording something, and they were like super buddy, and they were like hugging and shit. It was. It's like,
that's like a lot of, you can find a lot of like stuff of her and Vic like
and him
hanging
like
out.
just hanging out. Yeah,
And there was one of like that
bros.
Amanda Marchi one, the one we were talking about earlier. It's like they were at a con and she's over there like rubbing, like fluffing his hair and rubbing his shoulders and shit like that. And it's like, yeah, she's really scared of this guy, right?
It's like, it reminds me. Wasn't there like a soap opera? I don't remember what it was called, but it's like infamous. Like it's about like someone rapes this chick and then they get married.
Yeah.
I don't remember what soap opera that is. I remember that happened. I'm old. So-
I'm sure that, I think they probably, all the soap operas have done that storyline at some point. Like,
fucking crazy. That's what this is like. I was like, are you serious? Like, I can understand, a little bit of the old, what is it called? The fucking thing where you Stockholm syndrome.
yeah.
I can understand a little bit of Stockholm syndrome and shit, maybe. But like nobody likes Vic Mignogna, so I don't believe it. I don't buy it. I feel like
Right.
I feel, and it's really weird because if all of this stuff is true and everyone did know about it, but they're like, we can't get rid of Vic. He's too powerful in the industry. Are you sure? He apparently has no friends.
Right, yeah, he's so powerful.
So it's like I feel like if you really knew all this shit, you could have gotten rid of him anytime you wanted.
Yep.
Which again puts a big, target on them for even saying that. They never should have said that. Like if we're gonna talk about like strategy here, if you want to talk about being evil and having an evil plan, this is the part where the villain makes a huge mistake and it's exploited by the heroes, and it's a Deus Ex Machina. Like they're legitimately too stupid to follow through with their evil plan.
This is my new favorite little Gundam meme. I am a genius. Oh no.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh, man.
Fucking G Rico, so good.
Yeah.
Go watch that.
Oh no.
It doesn't have a dub.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about like shitty, you don't have to worry about shitty Japanese or American voice actors on
Yeah. I think, and the worst thing about like dubbing, if I want to just take it aside, this has nothing to do with anything. It's just me bitching. But the worst thing about the dubbing scene is that it was like at its very best like 10 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Where you'd get really good English dubs in like the mid 2000s. And now they fucking suck because it's all insular. There's no competition. It's like Funimation owns like guerrillian contracts, and all the dubbing is trash.
Yeah, this one just I gotta say.
Anime has the same set of voices.
Yep.
It's because they want to make all the contracts. They want to make all the money so they can have all the signings at all the cons, and get all the what is they make. How do they make the money? They make money at cons from showing up and doing talks and stuff. So they want to be in as many panels as possible. And so they need to be in as many shows as possible. I think that's what it might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But,
you're roboting
we'll
a bit there,
see.
Piper.
Yeah, it's the connection.
Oh, blame it on the connection. I see how it is.
That's what it's. Well, I mean, that's what it.
Yeah, it's probably because you're a woman.
Yeah. More than likely. I'll real quickly do a server change to see if it'll help.
A VPN scramble, if you will.
Yeah, I'm doing a VPN scramble. All right, so and that immediately kicked her off.
Wow, problem solved. All right.
Yeah. All right, hey, you're back. Are you working? Nope. She's typing.
Uh-oh.
You can't see what's going on behind the scenes.
Damn, it won't even connect.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yep. Okay, let's see. I'll tell her. Yeah, pop out and back in and pop out.
Oh,
Oh, there you are.
Yep.
Hello.
Oh, there you go.
I did it.
Okay. No, you didn't do it.
Congratulations.
It just caught up with you. Piper's NPC programming cast.
messed up, man.
So on the screen, I got the guy who said the thing that somebody had just posted.
Oh, yeah,
That's the original guy that swore up and down.
Are his tweets protected yet?
I'm sure they are. We should go look him up. In fact, I'll do that in just a second. Vic supporters.
I'm checking right now.
What about the other VAs being mean and saying swears on Twitter? Are they going to lose their jobs too? Also, Vic reported, let's SWAT one of their houses and point out that we stand with Vic in the 911 call. That'll shut them up. I was like, dude.
Okay, so he did not protect his tweets. He's actually like on full damage control.
Oh, give me.
Yeah, I'm friends with this person. This person would never lie.
Yeah. He's like from 3 hours ago until like 2 hours ago, he was just like, he dropped like a gorillion tweets. The number of times the word cuck is popping up in attempted DMs is just inspired. That'll make me see the light.
May Allah forgive me for uttering this word, a cuck.
A cuck. A cuckold.
I think he's gone full madman, guys.
He's saying, believe the victim. Occam's razor is a cute summation. It's just simple math. My view upon the situation remains unchanged.
Oh, now it's Occam's razor. Okay.
Yeah, I think someone else was probably telling him, like, look idiot, and he's like, well, listen here.
Yeah, I just put up a prime example of somebody who does that kind of stuff all the time on the stream.
Replies to him, you were proven a fraud, let it go. She deleted her Facebook.
It's Mott Moyers.
Oh, and apparently he claimed to be personal friends with her, and then people have pointed out that he's not even actually on her face. So he's close friends with her, but not close enough to get added to her Facebook friends.
Got absolutely decimated there.
Here you go, Optimus.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah, let me put that on there. Sean. Hey, Sean.
What's going on, big guy?
What's going on, big guy?
He put his tweets on protected.
Yeah,
what's going on, big guy?
What's going on, brother?
Is that a part of his attempt to protect his house from the police?
Gotta lock his Twitter.
Tripped my wife.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's going on, big guy? You tripped my wife, Goku. You tripped my wife.
Hey, Sean, do you kiss your wife on the lips?
It's really like crazy to me hearing people say Sean because that's my name. It's like I'm constantly like what?
I've legit thought your name was Shamil for the last 5 years.
Is that my actual name?
Well, like you've been like so. I wouldn't say guarded. You just like haven't said it.
No, I just don't talk about myself very much.
Yeah. So I mean, don't.
But you'll post pictures of yourself on Twitter. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, there's pictures of me with like a subtitle that's just like the Jamie post. So I laid myself out by the fireplace.
And also, the look you have, and the best part is the look you have on your face, and that looks so smug, like just.
Yeah, I was hoping Santa would rate my butt in exchange for a really, really nice present, but then a note came down the chimney saying that you didn't fuck naughty girls.
I'm glad that you just said all that shit, because even though no one knows what we were talking about, this exists now. Exists now.
It's a meme.
Yeah. Just hang out. Just follow us all around Christmas time, because we'll all tweet the same thing on Christmas Day. It's become a tradition at this point.
Sean Schemmel kind of looks like Penn Teller, but his face has been minimized.
I've been always wondering if he has like fetal alcohol syndrome.
Like it looks like someone took the top of his face and the bottom and smushed it together like it's a sandwich.
Yeah. I am a voice actor. For conventions, booking, and public appearances, I am exclusively represented by... We ought to, enter 13. Like, we should, hey, can we book him for a podcast? Want to talk to him. We
bring Sean Schemmel on the show?
Yeah, we got to ask Sean Schemmel some questions. It's so very important.
What do you know about what happened to Peter Kalamis? Tell me. Be forthcoming or suffer.
Dude, somebody should lie and claim that they're also someone that's voiced Goku and see if
Sean Schemmel. I just wanted to ask you, man. I want to talk about your most prolific role as Black Doom in Shadow the Hedgehog. How was that?
Your most prolific. We paid for a full hour.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
He has to be there.
Yeah. I need Oh man!
This was really funny, and this has no bearing on anything. Just it's just funny that he would like retweet Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez videos like directly to his timeline with no shame.
So not
like unironically.
So not only does he like he's an idiot, he's also posting like stuff from an absolute crazy person.
Yeah, it's really fucking funny, dude. Sean Chanel's like is a disaster. I don't know what's wrong with him. He needs to chill out.
Do you think he like saw that Green New Deal and he's like fucking brilliant?
Yeah, give me some money. Give me some money. I want money.
You mean you'll pay me?
Those unwilling to work.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, like, these people, what they need to do is just give up because nobody will be as good at voice actor as Dan Green, and they just need to.
Well, nobody will be as good as me, and I'm not even in the fucking industry.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
I'm just here.
I almost like thought about pulling up the rhythm bot just to play the Dan Green.
Dan Green.
I feel like there's gonna be like a whole bunch of openings in the.
Honestly, that's been needing to happen for years.
There just needs to be another. There needs to be another company.
Yeah, at the very least, another company that. Does these things,
I'm available.
It's like the fucking.
Let's get the rights to Zabungle and just like fucking. Double.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
something nobody would ever watch or ever dub otherwise.
I mean, was it Team 4-Star? They do now. They're actually doing like actual dubs and shit now.
Yeah. But
Darkman McEdgeface knows what's up. Bitches don't come before Dan Green.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
What the fuck? You bitches both came before me?
And yes, people, if you're listening, that's yes, the voice of Yugi Moto. That he actually said that in a
yes, he's done dubbing for hentai.
Yeah, but I think he was under a different assumed name, but you can tell it's him.
Yeah, it's like you know that voice. It's like, is that the guy who said it's time to duel?
It's time. Do it in your butt.
Oh, that's funny.
Fucking crazy, dude.
Oh man, but yeah, no. But like I said, what were you going to say about the Team 4-Star dubbing guys? What are you?
Nothing substantial. Just that they're really buddy with like Funimation.
Yeah.
So, like, don't expect anything like.
Oh, there's not going to be groundbreaking or like that.
Yeah, it's just going to be the same old shit.
What I find is a lot of like Dragon Ball channels have like kind of kept quiet about this whole shit. They're like, yeah, we're just not going to comment.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that are like there's like a few that are, not necessarily Dragon Ball YouTubers so much as they are just like general shit posters. Like again, I said Super Saiyan Paul's a good one. Mm-hmm. There's this guy Hiro Hey who's like streaming right now. I think. Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, I know about like that Hiro Hey guy. Because a lot of people in the Yellow Flash Discord are getting stuff from his Discord. Yeah, he's full. He's full red pill about it. He's not. Yeah, he's not really neutral. He presents it as neutral, which is good.
The same one who did the investigation.
So what now?
Wait, what's going on?
What's going on?
The one who did the fake SWAT hoax is the same one in Funimation that did the supposed investigation on Vic before deciding to kick him.
Uh-oh.
That's what Doc found.
You done goofed. You done goofed up.
Wow. This keeps getting more and more nuts.
Now, consequences really won't be the same after this. Holy shit.
Now, who found this?
Wait a minute. Now, wait a minute.
No.
I want to tweet at Funimation right now. Now, wait a minute, Funimation.
You should tag in.
No.
You should tag in Ralph too. Like, hey.
I will tag in Ralph. I'll tag in. Is the gay Ralph account still active?
No, it's a. I think I had to give it to somebody else so they could continue.
Oh, you get it.
The credibility of the accusations against Vic keep diminishing, like in real time. Like I'm watching it.
Do you have some? You have some screenies for me to see for this? Or,
Doc has one.
Who?
Doc.
Who's Doc?
Josh.
Oh well, then you fucking. Is this?
I highly suggest you read the account.
All y'all's names mixed up.
Somebody's informed.
Oh, okay.
Kaylin Saucedo? How the fuck do you pronounce that?
Oh, that's that Mars girl.
Saucedo.
Yeah. Saucedo. Yeah, that's Mars girl. She's the one that's like, okay, timeline of events. Give it a real quick timeline. When the patient zero made the initial accusation, she's the first one to come out and, basically signal boost it, right?
Ooh.
A day before, Mars girl was praising how great Dragon Ball Super Broly was.
Yes.
The day before. Never said anything about Vic.
Whoa. Jesus.
Oh, see, that's the thing. I've got
this is such a monumental clusterfuck.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I highly suggest you read the account of one of the voice actors. Yeah, that's the chick. They're not saying she did the investigation, but she took part in it. And I have those archives of her bragging about it on her Facebook account.
Oh.
What an idiot! Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I just read what the picture said, and the picture says the tweet from One Water Quality.
Mm-hmm.
It says did the investigation. So I was just reading that out loud.
Yeah. Holy shit! What a dumb fucking idiot! More moron.
So you took part in an investigation, and then a week later decided to do a swatting, a fake swatting. Is this going to be
seems a little suspect, and it keeps happening.
My favorite part of that SWAT hoax was still, and they said I stand with Vic. That's how I know it was them.
Yep.
There was like a reply to one of those tweets about that, where someone was like, my house or my neighborhood got carpet bombed, and the pilot shouted to kick Vic or something like that. It's like, holy shit. This is fucking funny. Everyone's just
so she gets caught. Here's one. I hate this. I hate that people use this, but here's another image of where she said, I highly suggest you read the account of one voice actor who took part in the Funimation investigation. And the person responded, wait, how do you know who took part in the Funimation investigation? That's interesting. Am I missing something?
Yeah.
And then she responded, says, I knew because that post she said did. Because that post said she did. Mind you, it's frustrating because her post about the swatting was fraudulent. I am upset. Okay, we are now officially in this.
Mars Girl is jumping ship now because
we are officially
be a part of this shit.
She is officially in CYA mode.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm out of here, dude.
Can someone maybe create a Google Docs with links to all this evidence to keep track? There are people doing that, and
there's
if you
one
go
guy. The Yellow Flash Discord you'll have.
If you go to Yellow Flash, I think it's Yellow Flash at Yellow Flash. He's got a public Discord. You can just go and join it, and it's got all that stuff. I mean, these guys are like 24/7, and I'm not kidding you. Like one time, I got woke up in the middle of the night. So let's see what's going on Discord, and I looked at it, and it's like 500 messages since you like God damn. Because they're like going in there archiving everything right now. They're just like
Gamergate feel there, were like all day calls and shit.
Oh yeah. It's getting like they're not like talking. They're just like in chat and stuff like that. But just in like regular whatever chat. But still, it's like it's constant because like I said, the longer this goes on, the worse the Kick Vic people look like, because you cannot have somebody who's supposed to be a big part of the investigation then come out with fraudulent information.
Yeah, now everything is it's like it's consistent. Yeah. It's always they do some stupid ass shit that it completely throws everything that they say out the fucking window.
Yeah. Yeah, Yellow Flash guy is the guy on Twitter. Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, and Nick Rikita is also.
Yeah, Nick Rikita, aka Law Might.
Law Might. I didn't even see that. God damn it.
Rikita's pretty cool. It's like it's funny seeing a guy who, I mean, he even makes fun of himself. He's just like, I'm a small time Minnesota lawyer, and all of a sudden he's getting involved in these huge cases. Like,
I'm a small time Minnesota lawyer, rampant alcoholic.
Dude, the funny
isn't his intro just him drinking?
His main move is the fireball smash.
Yeah. He said one night, he said, okay, anybody who super chats me and all they have to say is FB for fireballs, they say FB, then he will take a shot. He was immediately inundated with like thousands of dollars.
Oh shit!
Yes,
that said FB. He said, "God damn." He said, "I'm not going to live through this." Dude, at one point, because this was the night, I remember this so vividly. It was when Ethan Van Sciver was he was I kept the original word, dominating this cuck. He was trying to. It was the funniest stream I've ever seen because this guy was supposed to be there to debate Ethan, and all he could do was talk about Vox Day, right?
Isn't this the one where we sent in a super chat that says, "Thanks to people like this, we have Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh."
Yep.
Good job, guy.
That's him.
Okay,
yep. Yeah. No way to access any of this information because the link to the Discord is broken. You might.
Oh shit.
Maybe you can request to Yellow Flash about it. He might let you.
Yeah, hit him up on Twitter, maybe.
Yeah, because I think they had to they had to limit some of it because
they're probably getting too much traffic.
Oh yeah, and they were getting like they were kick Vic people in there trying to like start shit. I mean, they were like saying, you could tell they were shills because they were coming in. It's like, why don't we go and like have these people murdered? Like,
astroturfing.
yeah, they were astroturfing. They were trying to like start shit. So basically, so they could get those sweet screenshots. Like,
yeah.
So like Yellow Flash, I know he had to like kind of monitor it because it was funny because he used to have how like we have on our personal one a not safe for work forum.
Yeah.
And he had one. He had to take it down because people were trying to get into it. It's like, okay, let's see what these degenerates are actually looking at.
Let's see all those spicy dick pics.
Yeah,
all that
like,
furry porn.
Who is this at Soul of Cab guy?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think Cab's in there, but that would be funny. Like, I always think it'd be funny if I ever go on another Discord and people are sharing Cab stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, let's see.
Yeah, this is great.
Because the people are coming in all the time, so I don't know. Maybe his link particular one is broken.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you
I was thinking about shilling fucking the podcast that me and Angry are gonna do. But there's no content yet, so maybe I'll come up with another show and do it. There's no content yet. We just recorded an episode, but we have to redo it because it sucks. It was like 2 a.m. when we finally did it, and I was like, "Oh, this is terrible."
Well, when you do, let me know, y'all. You can come back on and show it all, shill it and everything.
Yeah, for all you anime nerds.
Yeah, for all you nerds out here. We got 13 viewers. It's like we're not at our all-time high. Our all-time high was 30 when Piper got bullied by some blue hair.
Right? Apparently, I need to get bullied again.
Yeah, it's time for you to go unblock her so you can get bullied again.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, I think she blocked me too, so I couldn't defend myself again either. So
you know how it is.
There was somebody who was really mad that I was posting like Mars Girl memes.
Oh really?
And yeah, they blocked me.
Don't do that. It's undermining the movement.
Well, no, because one of the things I said was reasonable.
I've got it, you guys. I'll go and fucking take a hammer to my door.
Yeah.
One of the things I said was really reasonable, which was like, oh, well, because they said something like, well, she didn't know about the Jew warrior stuff until like we knew. And I was like, oh, well, then Mars Girl did nothing wrong then. And then he blocked me. I was like, wait, what? I think it's because I posted some edgy shit. He's like, you just hate women. I was like, well, I do hate women, but only about as much as I hate men. And he's like, oh, you're edgy. I was like, yeah, I am pretty edgy, but
you sound like that. Yeah, you kind of did to that one guy that Kappa got. He got twice.
Yeah,
that is still the funniest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, and what's funny is after telling him the origins of the joke and everything,
he kept doing it,
and he kept falling for it. I was like, oh my god, you're so stupid.
The absolute lad.
Probably making fun of me. He's probably listening right now. Oh, get this.
Follow me on Twitter for quality shit posts. Like James Cameron says, quote, Avatar 2 will potentially be a film, and the 4 sequels are also, quote, probably films.
Probably films.
This is in response to, was it Peter Soretta or Slash Films? He said, James Cameron says Avatar 2 story goes to dark places, calls 4 sequels an emotional roller coaster. Literally nothing statement. It's like, there are probably films. It's possible.
Yeah. That's literally like one of those, like, oh, this is a thing that will exist instead of.
I hate like entertainment media news.
Oh yeah. It's like I remember even during the whole height of Gamergate stuff, people said like this is nothing compared to like entertainment news because that's like even worse, you know.
and our response was like, get ready.
yeah. You were like, all right. I mean, we thought it would take a while to like take on actually have to take on the mainstream media, but then a madman got elected president and just.
The mainstream media was like fucking attacking us when we were exposing bullshit back then, and we were like constantly in competition with like MSNBC and fucking CNN trying to just like, I don't think CNN got involved, but it was Huffington Post.
Yeah.
And like that, where it was like constantly trying to smear everything we're doing, and they couldn't succeed because there's just too many people.
Mm-hmm.
They hate Twitter, by the way.
I know they hate Twitter.
They hate Twitter so much.
Twitter moves faster with the news cycle. It moves faster than the news cycle, and that's why they hate it.
Yeah, I think they're trying to pawn off the Jussie Smollett thing.
Oh yeah,
as being a Twitter phenomenon, even though they all ran stories. I was like, well, don't get your news from Twitter, then you fucking idiots.
Yeah, it's funny they ran that story, but like everybody, like when you look at the actual situation with Jussie Smollett, everybody was saying that's not what the local PD is saying.
Yeah,
they're saying there's more to it than what he's saying, and then
they didn't do any reporting at all.
Right. So.
It was crazy. Well, they did reporting. It was just they didn't do any journalism.
Yeah. That's the difference. Like, that's a big difference between people. It's like journalism and reporting is a totally different thing.
Yeah. Anyone can be a reporter because all you have to do is read what the story is.
Yeah.
Journalism is much difficult. That's the research.
That's kind of like that situation I had last week with Rich Johnston from Bleeding Cool, which is garbage, absolute garbage website. And
shit.
And the thing is, because I told him, I said like, if you wanted to like be better what he does, you should invest in a spell check because. Damn, does he let some things get through? And then he tried to blame it on his dyslexia. I was like, dude, that doesn't. Bruh. Dude, you're.
Why are you even working in this field? Then? You can literally do anything else. What the fuck? And this isn't even like a high-profile job. You work for the Bleeding Cool. No one even fucking reads that shit.
Who can read it with all those fucking ads they got everywhere? I mean, like I go to like that's one thing. I'm not like too big on the archiving stuff unless I know somebody might delete it.
Yeah,
I wasn't that crazy. How somebody's like archive.
Sometimes,
like,
sometimes it's
everything you see. Period. And I'm like, dude, I ain't got time for that.
Sometimes it's good.
I see it's on my phone.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to do archives just to bypass the ads.
That's exactly why I do it for Bleeding Cool. I archive it. If I've got to talk about something from Bleeding Cool, I archive it so I can actually
makes it completely readable instead of that garbled fucking nonsense with all the autoplay videos and shit.
I don't know if you've ever seen Ethan talk about Bleeding Cool. He says, "All right, here we are." He said, and he points at the logo. He said, "Garbage."
So here we are with a garbage tier.
Mm-hmm. Garbage tier, and like a video will pop up while he's trying to read something. He said, look at this crap."
Dude, seriously, they make it really hard to read their own shit to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
They make money off of the click. They don't care how long you're actually.
I've clicked on their stuff like once, and it was nothing but pop-ups and like multiple autoplays, and I was like, nah.
Later.
Nah. Somebody else can tell me what it says.
Oh yeah, thank you for the sub, random guy. Appreciate it.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. I was like trying to grow this channel little by little. Like I said, if it wasn't for Renfamous, we'd still be like around 90.
Tell your friends and tell people to come bully Piper so that we can get more subs.
Yeah, exactly.
I fucked up and I didn't show the stream in my Discord. Sorry.
Oh.
Like I posted the link to it like 10 minutes ago. I was like, it's winding down. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. But yeah. I was going to say it's probably about time to wind down because it's been 2 hours.
Holy shit, has it been 2 hours?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's one of those things, man.
I didn't feel like it, man. I've been laughing so much.
Well, that's the thing, man. Stuff was literally dropping in my lap as we were going on.
Yeah,
I was like,
stuff was happening while we were talking.
Yeah.
I've just been passed this document. Turns out that Cab is gay.
I got him. Is there another Discord I can join until I hear back from y'all?
Check. Well, let me look.
It's like I know Hirohie has one.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Super Saiyan Paul might have one too.
Yeah, and what is your? I'll tell you what. Hit me up on Twitter at Optimus Deadpool. I'll send you a link to our Discord too.
Yeah.
To the degraded 0.5 Discord. I try not to get. I'm not releasing it public yet until I get it more organized. But,
it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah. But there's some other things going on too. It's like people doing projects for comics and things like that. So,
right. Right, that's true.
And there's one that's deeply hidden. And Xavier's here. He just came in at the
Hey! I made it.
Yeah, you're once again at the very end.
At the end.
Here, I'll type it so you can see it. Yeah, no problem. I would give you the graded, but sometimes I forget to check that very often. So,
Isn't your Twitter link in the bio?
yeah, it's in the bio. All our Twitter links are in the bio, except for Shim's. His is at Mr. Nut. And that's like, it's like MISTA Nut NUTT.
I'll post it.
Yeah, okay.
Let me make sure I don't spell it wrong. wait, hold on a second.
No, wait a minute.
Jim, no. I can't wait to go over the stream so I can get caught up. So Mars Girl having a bad time?
Yeah, she's bailing. She's bailing out.
She's pretty much bailing out.
Yeah, she's done.
Seems like she's sort of distancing herself from the whole mess because it's looking more and more like a big oopsie has been committed.
Because we found out like one of the bigger contributors to the whole Funimation investigation also did the fake swatting. So
Using an old fake swatting.
Using an old SWAT, which isn't confirmed to be. Yeah, it's not confirmed to be fake, the old one, but it looks pretty fake anyway. So
yeah, I caught a little bit of that on the way home. I was spamming the shit out of the chat.
Yeah, I saw that. This is good.
I was expecting you any minute just to go. It's like, you have a lot to answer for, Mr. Johnson. Yep.
You have a lot to answer for, Mr. Johnson, including the incident with my daughter.
Once again, go check out Godzilla vs. Gigantic Bridged on.
Ace worked really hard on it.
Yeah, and plus we did voice acting, so we prove how much better we are at than Funimation. Hey, I voiced a character that had no voice. I mean, come on, props. I mean,
Well done.
Yeah.
Well,
I voiced Godzilla, for Christ's sake. My favorite line, like I've thought about it, I think my favorite line in the whole thing is like when he's taking on King Ghidorah, and King Ghidorah's flapping his wings at him, and I go, I ain't afraid of no wind. Oh, God, why is wind so strong?
It's like Godzilla's only had a voice like once in his storied history.
Yeah.
And that was in the American Godzilla cartoon where it's Frank Welker going,
Oh, Frank Welker.
Pretty sure it was him. He's the voice of every fucking animal in animation history somehow.
Yeah. Except
you need like a dog or like a cat or something. Here you go.
You know, I do people too. Whoops. I was Fred on Scooby-Doo. And Ray in the Ghostbusters cartoon.
Nah.
Okay.
Dan Green is the fucking voice director. Now cluck like a chicken.
Now cluck like a chicken.
Okay, cluck, cluck, cluck.
And he'll do it, and it'll sound just like a fucking chicken.
Mm-hmm. I will put the link to this this masterpiece in the chat. I also got it on the stream currently because I didn't think about it. I was like, everybody's going to see it. No comments yet. I'm surprised nobody's commented on this. This is.
I fucking need to watch it after this stream. Actually.
You definitely need to watch it. It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Fiverr, that tweet, they called again and said they were asked to flashbang my dog.
But anyway, like I was going to do before we started talking about other things, it was a pleasure to have everybody join us tonight. Shem, once again, thanks for coming on. I know you want to talk about it some, and like I said, I appreciated your stance on it because, like you said, you're not pro big, you're not anti. Well, I guess
I am as neutral as possible. Yeah, which is bad because, like, for them, because I don't believe anything they're saying. Like, I just look at it and tell it's all shit. Mm-hmm. And I said it. I'll say it again. Like, to me, the pragmatically speaking, I think it would be good for the industry if this was true, if he is guilty, because it means everybody has to clean up.
Right.
If he's innocent, then it's just gonna big slow death, the slow heat death of the universe.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll sue the shit out of a lot of people.
Yeah, they're gonna get fucked either way.
My hope is though it'll like maybe now like people will start. Hey, let's have open casting calls for voice actors instead of
right
Yeah.
instead of getting your
hiring
friends
the
in
same
here.
fucking ones over and over again.
A couple
Right?
places are starting to open up their own dubbing dubbing rosters or whatever because Sentai Filmworks and High Dive they're doing dubs now.
Good.
That's good. I mean, we need-
Crunchyroll has their own dub, you know.
Well, I mean, it's good that they're doing their thing though.
that's going to be one of them situations. Bless your heart, you tried. You know.
Yeah, that one's gonna be. Did you? I mean, I didn't see them. All I saw was someone post like a highlight reel, more or less, of the Crunchyroll Anime Awards.
Oh God,
They were so fucking cringy. And like, I think it was like Hiro Aka won like everything pretty much.
That was last year. What,
Was that last year?
Did they do it again this year?
Yeah. Well, they must.
that would be hilarious if they did like the same guy won.
Because Devilman was Anime of the Year.
Yeah, because the year before that, it was the Yuri on Ice Awards. It's like Yuri on Ice is winning awards that it probably shouldn't. And
Yeah.
Best Action Shonen is Yuri on Ice. Goddamn
Yeah,
it.
Hiro Aka like won a bunch of stuff, and they also put Agretzko like in every category somehow, but it didn't win anything. It still didn't win anything.
Agretzko is Best Shoujo.
Agretzko's pretty good.
That's
It's
pretty much
actually
like
really cute. I like it.
it's pretty much like like what they did at the Game Awards this year was like Red Dead Redemption won everything except Game of the Year.
Yeah, Devilman Crybaby won, and then what was it? The lady, I don't remember what her name is. I don't know who any of these fucking people are. She called it Devil May Crybaby or something.
Crybaby.
Because they were shilling Devil May Cry 5. I was like, come on.
She didn't.
Oh, it was really funny. In the beginning of the show, she had a necklace that said fuck on it. It was just a fuck necklace.
Yeah.
Not like a choker, but a necklace. And then when it cut back to her the next time, it was gone. Like she didn't notice she had the fuck necklace on it. Took it off.
Clearly, this is the work of the enemy friend.
That's like I know. I think it's in Japan. It might be China. I can't remember which one it is, but some you know how they like when they translate something to English, it's a literal translation instead of what it should be. Because it'll be like it will show like in a grocery store, it will say like where the cabbage was, and it would say fuck.
Yeah.
and then there was like it would be stuff like say please stand in line to fuck the fruit.
Yes, absolutely.
It's like, well, I mean, okay.
That's how y'all do things, man.
I
When
mean,
in Rome.
hey, I went in Rome. Just get down.
I thought
Kind of reminds me of like Hong Kong subs. If you've ever been in like the anime community, I hate saying that, but if you've ever been in the anime community for like a long time, you'll remember that there was a thing where you would get subs, like English subtitles from Hong Kong, and they were called Hong Kong subs, and you would immediately tell what they were because they were fucking nonsense. There was a bunch of crazy shit that didn't make any fucking sense. Another name for them was crabstick subs because there was a subtitle of Mazinger Z where the dude had his scepter and he just kept calling it the crabstick. So like they're just complete nonsense. I remember One Piece. I remember watching One Piece, Hong Kong subbed before was it Kaizoku fan subs got to it, and it was the Skypiea arc, and one of the characters, Nico Robin, they translated her name as Lobane, like it was LOW space BAIN, Lobane, instead of Robin. I was like, okay, all right. It was unwatchable. It was completely fucking crazy. That's kind of like it's like machine. It's clearly a machine doing it.
Yeah,
Makes me miss the old bootleg subs used to get during the early mid-90s. Okay, the world's strongest. Okay, Goku, the world's strongest man. Big action, very exciting. I can't prove those runes don't say that.
Yeah, they might. I mean, going what I know about Dragon Ball episode titles and stuff like that. Yeah, it's very possible.
Yeah,
that's just a literal translation.
And also, we can't confirm that Sean Schemmel will never be accused of any of those things.
Being the world's strongest man.
Yeah, no, definitely not world's strongest. Hides on Twitter.
He was like, "Oh, that one where he said, calling me a beta." Was that?
Yeah,
did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what?
I was like, what's going on, dude?
Like he said,
okay?
the other thing he said his DMs are open. Calling me a beta. I was like, this dude's about to get a lot
He's
of good pics.
You say, calling me a beta? Write me.
Yeah. No,
And that was
that's
after
literally the way he did it, because he was talking about like calling the police or something too, right? Like, and
yeah.
Because Umbrella Guy like tweeted, he tweeted that, that interaction.
I think it was the Amazing Lucas called him a beta.
Yeah.
And like immediately after that, he's like, "You think I'm a beta?"
That's like literally like that'd be saying like, you come find me IRL and I'll call the police.
Yeah. What are you doing, dude?
Which one of you is Sean Schimmel? That guy.
I've never heard of him. My name is Kip Mangina.
I have to go now.
Like, who are you? That's it's like who's Sean Schimmel? It's like that guy. He points at Chris Sabat.
I'm Ron Kennel.
Ron Kennel.
Never heard of him.
I've never I don't know what you're talking about. Don't you voice Goku? Who's Goku? I don't know about that shit.
What the hell is a Goku?
Goku. I've never screamed in my life.
Never screamed.
This isn't you on Twitter. What's a Twitter?
What?
Yeah, just
social media. Come on.
I don't do that.
Everyone knows that's cancer.
Yeah.
What kind of witchcraft is this?
I am a good Christian man, and so you're Vic Mignogna. Oh shit!
Betty Hill plays.
Yes, chase him around a convention.
It's good.
All right, I better end the stream before I keep.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going. This is gonna be like the the Real Myers hours where we're up until like 5 a.m.
5 a.m. just talking bullshit. Yeah. All right, guys. Like I said, we appreciate you coming by. I'll be on sometime tomorrow. Talk about something. I don't know. We'll figure it something out. I'm sure
something will probably happen.
Some bullshit will happen that I can talk about. That's usually how it goes. But anyway,
if you'll excuse me, I'm back to the 24-hour news. I got to figure out what's going on with that.
Good night.